So let me guess, you've tried posting more on social media. You've ran a webinar, you've built lead magnets, you've gone to networking events, you are doing everything someone's telling you. You've downloaded a million different freebies from other coaches hoping that this one thing is going to change it. But somehow you still feel stuck, like you're running in that same place. You're showing up, you're working hard, but the growth, it's not really matching your effort. And if that's you, trust me, I feel you, but you're in the right place because today's episode is going to shift things for you. You know by now, it takes way more than social media to build a business that actually supports your life. Welcome to More Than Social, the real talk podcast for entrepreneurs who are done with the highlight reel and ready to have honest convos about what it really takes to grow a wildly successful business and a life you love. I'm your host, Lisa Ann, type A personality, digital marketing expert, coach, and your get right to the point business bestie. Around here, we talk about the messy middle, the mindset shifts, the wins, and even the WTF moments behind the scenes of entrepreneurship. Because let's be real, this journey, it's more about content calendars and chasing video views on social media. It's about the motivation to keep you going, owning your success, staying resilient through all the chaos, and evolving into that next version of yourself. So if you are here to grow with more clarity, more courage, and have a little bit less BS in your life, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Hey there, if you're watching me on video right now, you can see I am full belly out. I am in the midst of moving. At this point of recording, I am 6 weeks out actually from going into labor-ish. And I'm going to say ish because hopefully it's early for me. But I am here, I'm still recording, and I have decided that I'm actually going to start batching a bunch of content for these episodes for the next couple of months, just because obviously when baby comes in the next month or so, things are going to get a little hectic around here. And I wanted to talk about that quickly before we dove into the actual episode, because there's obviously moms out there who are running a business. Maybe you're listening to this right now. Maybe you know someone. And a lot of people are like, well, are you just going to stop your business for the next year or whatever? As a self-employed person, that's not really an option, okay? So sometimes, and this is what I actually did with my first kid, my daughter, you batch a bunch of things just to kind of get things out of the way. Like, I don't want you to have to stop learning from me because I have a baby. But I also want to have this balance of being more present with my son that's on his way. And so it's kind of like this balancing act, right? You got to make sure that you have things in line. You got to make sure that you have things in order. So if you're watching me, you can see that my office is completely not the same as what it usually is because we are selling our house. And then you can see right up close this little belly here, or not little, but you know what I mean. But that's just a personal update for you. Now, obviously, that's not what we're here to talk about today. I'm not just wanting to talk about my belly all day long or selling a house or strategically planning things within my business. Let's actually talk about something today that honestly I see all the time with my clients, with my business besties, heck, even with myself years ago now. There's this sneaky little belief that one strategy, so whether that's a webinar, a lead magnet, Google, YouTube ads, being that beast of a person on Instagram, that influencer, that this is going to unlock it all for you. Like, you'll stumble across some shiny strategy and boom, you're scaling. You're booked out. You're sipping wine in your kitchen while your Stripe account is just chinging in the background. Listen, I love a dream. I also love wine too, but let me break it to you gently, okay? That's not how this works, like, at all. It's never just one strategy. Putting all of your eggs in one marketing basket is like trying to build a dream home with just one tool, a hammer, let's say. You're gonna need more tools. You're building a machine, not a magic trick. And actually, let me tell you a quick story, okay? One of our clients within our agency, let's just call her Michelle for sake of things. She launched her very first lead magnet. She was so excited. She put everything into it. She wrote it, she designed it, she built the funnel, the whole thing that we need to make it go around. 2 weeks later, crickets. Her list was growing with leads, but there wasn't much traction yet on the back end. So she messaged me. She's like, Lisa, I thought this was supposed to work. And I was like, it is working. But this is just one piece of the puzzle. You wouldn't bake a cake and leave out the eggs and just expect it to work, right? Same thing here. So here's what we do with all of our clients. We start with one strategy. Usually it's growing their email list, or maybe it's building a webinar funnel, depending on the business and their database. But once that is working, we then have to layer that next piece, and then the next, and then the next. And eventually what you get isn't just a funnel or a post or a one-off thing. You've got this marketing machine that literally runs with you, and sometimes even better, without you. And here's the truth nobody puts on their Instagram captions. Building that machine takes time, like actual time. It is a hell of a lot of work. Not just, I gave it a week and let's see what happens. Most of the clients we work with, they don't hit that full rhythm, like I'm talking that 1,000% growth, until it's been at least a year, sometimes longer. And guess what? That is normal. It takes testing, tracking, tuning things, and figuring out where things slow down, especially seasonally. Like if you know that every single summer your audience disappears to the cottage and you're sitting there wondering why your Instagram got shadow banned, it didn't. They're just chilling by the lake with a margarita and zero Wi-Fi. So instead of ghosting them back, we build for that. So maybe it's a nurture sequence that keeps the relationship warm during that time. Maybe it's a self-paced product that they can binge where their kids go to bed. Maybe it's planning ahead for a big fall launch while things actually slow down. The answer isn't always do more. The answer, in my opinion, is actually build smarter. And here's what that looks like in real time. Using the exact framework that I teach inside my Spotlight Theory program, okay? So I call it the 4C system: captivate, collect, connect, convert. So let's dive deep into this. Captivate. This is where we grab the attention of your dream client, okay? So imagine Brittany. She's stirring pasta with one hand and she's holding a fussy toddler in the other, and she's trying to check Instagram in between, right? Your post, it better stop her scroll. And if you're just posting random Canva quotes and calling it content, girl, Brittany's scrolling right past you, okay? But if you share a client story that makes her say, oh my God, this is literally talking to me, you've got her. Captivating content doesn't mean yelling louder. It means speaking clearer. Beyond social media, let's actually go bigger. Are you on podcasts? Are you networking offline? Are you using paid ads to really expand your reach? Most people stop at Instagram, but captivating the right people means being seen in multiple places. It's like creating this bubble around your brand. Wherever Brittany goes, you are there. So next is collect. This is where you own your audience. You get their email, you get their phone number. You're building your list. Because if Instagram glitches tomorrow, I still want you to have a business. Use lead magnets, so freebies that feel like they should be paid for. Like you want to make this so damn good that people feel like they got away with something. And for the love of marketing, don't make people click through a maze to actually opt in, so give you their name. No one has time for that anymore. Okay, so then we move to the connect phase. So this is where most people honestly fall flat. They get a lead in and then they ghost them. This is not Hinge. We're not playing games here. You want to build a relationship. Yes, automation is absolutely great. Emails, texts, workflows, all that stuff I can nerd out on, and it's all necessary, but ask yourself if you're actually being human. Are you replying to your DMs? Are you checking in with your list? Are you liking, commenting? Are you actually being a real person? Now, one of my clients, she got a reply from one of her welcome email sequences that we sent out. So instead of ignoring it like she usually did, we said, hey, message back with a quick voice note. That turned into a $2,000 client 2 weeks later. Connection builds trust, and that leads to sales. So then we have convert, the step that everyone rushes to. But if you've done the other 3 steps correctly, this part becomes fun because now they trust you, now they know you, now they are ready. And when your offer aligns with the season that they are in, even better. Summer Brittany might not want this high-touch group program, but she'll totally binge on your on-demand masterclass after the kids are asleep while laying on the deck. Marketing is a conversation, and the more consistently you're having it, the easier it is to sell. Now, let's be honest here, okay? Marketing, honestly, it's not an expense. Yes, your bookkeeper might put it under expenses, but in your actual mind, okay, this has to be an investment. It's the system that builds stability, that gives your time back, that makes your business actually scalable instead of honestly exhausting. And the best part, it compounds. That Instagram post from last month, it's still being saved. That podcast episode, it's still being shared. That webinar that you recorded 2 months ago, still booking clients while you're on the floor doing puzzles with your kids. But you've got to commit to the long-term game. Now, the other day, one of the girls inside the Spotlight Theory program, she messaged me feeling honestly just kind of overwhelmed. She said, look, I've been grinding. When do I get out of this phase? And I totally get it. And I told her this. There are seasons in business. There's the sprint, the rest, the integration, the growth, and then sometimes the chaos. Okay, so let's actually be honest. Right now, she's in her grind season. And what she's building, it's not just being busy with work. She's building her brand. She's built her website. She has a killer lead magnet. Her email list is expanding. She launched an online membership. She's emailing her list every single week. And she's stacking every single piece, knowing that this machine that she is building, it'll run without her soon. That is the freedom. So if you're listening to this and you're feeling like, I'm just tired, I'm doing so much, I just want this to start working better, let me just remind you, you're not behind, you're building. Don't buy into the, hey, you're going to make $100,000 in 90 days garbage. That's not real. That's not sustainable unless you have the foundation. What is real is building a brand that actually lasts, a system that scales, a life that just feels good again. And yeah, it takes time, but you're doing the right things. So keep going, my bestie. You're not building for the week. You're building for what is coming next, I could say. So if this episode had you nodding, rewinding, mentally saying yes, then I want you to know this, okay? You don't have to build this machine alone whatsoever. You don't have to piece it together through a million freebies or burn yourself out just trying to figure this all out in your spare time, which, let's be honest, doesn't actually really exist. This is exactly what we do inside the Spotlight Theory. I help entrepreneurs just like you build your entire marketing machine piece by piece using that 4C system that I talked about today. Captivate, collect, connect, convert. So if you're ready to really simplify your marketing, automate what you can, and actually grow your business without living online, then now is the time. I want you to go to spotlighttheory.lisaann.ca and check out the full program. It's not fluff. It's not just another course that leaves you hanging. I'm not teaching you one piece of the puzzle. It's strategy, systems, and supports that helps you build that life that you want to live, not just chasing things. You started your business for freedom. The Spotlight Theory is how we get you back there. Now go reheat your coffee again, and I'll see you next week, my friend. You got this. So that's a wrap on today's episode of More Than Social, where we keep it real, keep it honest, and keep growing together. If today hit home, can you do me a favor, please? Screenshot this episode, tag me, share it with the entrepreneurs in your world who need to hear it too. You never know who's waiting for a reminder that they're not alone in this journey. And hey, make sure that you're subscribed so you never miss the moments that pull back the curtain, that push you forward. Now go out there and take messy action. Own your success and remember this. You are not here to play small. You're here to build more. And I am cheering you on every step of the way, my friend. So I will see you next week.